Welcome to the information session for George Brown's Diplomas in Finance. B133 is our 2-year diploma in finance. B130, 150 is our 3-year advanced diploma in finance. And we're going to talk about both of them, very related programs, because they actually lead to one another. So the first 2 years of B133, or the 2-year program, which stands alone as B133, is actually the first 2 years of B130, 150. This is a great opportunity for students as they can come to B133 and choose if they want to do a 3rd year. Also, you will see that there are pathways from both of these diploma programs into our degree. And probably the most efficient way would be after the 2nd year is to move into the degree program. So we'll talk all about that. And that is one of our prides at George Brown College, is to have a 2-year, a 3-year, and a degree, all in personal finance. And they all have pathways to each other. Let's start with B133. It's an Ontario College diploma, and it is delivered on a full-time basis in both face-to-face and online delivery. Completing this diploma takes 4 semesters on a full-time basis. Having said that, after the first semester, sometimes students choose to reduce their course load in order to spread it out a little bit evenly. Keep in mind, we only have intakes for B133 in the fall and in the winter, and it is open to both domestic and international students. Again, one of our George Brown College, one of our great attributes of our programs is that the core courses are usually about 50 students. Now in B133, 130, 150, the program, the first year is common, and some of the courses are common with other business classes. So in very first year, you might have a few classes that are bigger than 50, but the most important financial planning courses usually sit at about a class size of 50. And this is a great advantage. B130, 150, it's an advanced diploma. It is, again, offered in a combination of face-to-face sessions and online delivery, and it takes 3 semesters to complete. We also have intakes in fall and winter to domestic and international students. You might ask, what's the difference between B130 and B150? Well, B150 has a co-op opportunity in it, and you could complete 2 co-op semesters. And we will talk about the particulars of that program afterwards. In either of these diplomas, there is in both of these diplomas, you will find an emphasis on personal finance. We focus on curriculum that will help clients achieve their life goals by managing their financial affairs. Again, depending on which program you choose, the 2-year or the 3-year program, you will look into areas of financial management, investment management, and retirement planning, and insurance and risk management. You will also get the basics of tax planning and estate planning in the 2-year diploma. Having said that, in year 3, you will take advanced courses in tax planning and comprehensive courses that put together all of your financial planning knowledge in the 3rd year, if you should choose B130, 150. Why would you choose George Brown College? Well, one thing I can assure you is we are very proud and very committed with all our financial planning programming. We have faculty with significant experience and many, many faculty that teach in B133, 130, 150, hold industry credentials. Some of them are licensed to sell securities and insurance as they work part-time and teach part-time. Our full-time faculty, many of them have worked in the industry and still do on a casual basis and hold their certified financial planner credential. We have strong connections with FP Canada and the entire financial services industry. And we are approved core curriculum provider, that's B133, and approved provider of the core curriculum and advanced curriculum in B130, 150. One of the attributes that we are most proud of is our diversity. Toronto is diverse in and of itself, but George Brown College has the honor of welcoming many international students into the GTA and into our classrooms. We are right down the street from Bay Street, where many of our students will get hired. And of course, the livelihood of the Toronto area often attracts students from all over. What are our admission requirements? Well, you will see here that you need the grade 12 English, college or U, and grade 11 math as stipulated here. Okay, so definitely, if you're worried about your English or math, we can do a placement test for you. And often students will have a placement test in order to determine where they fall. We offer introductory math and English courses if you need to upgrade or bridge from your high school English and math to what you might need for entrance into our program. So that is not a problem. And there are many students who do that. They take an intro math and English course before they get to our first year courses. What is one of the biggest advantages of our finance diplomas? I've already mentioned the relatively small class sizes, but the best thing is that it's a course-based schedule, so you build your own schedule. There's high delivery of courses every semester. So if for some reason a course does not fit into your schedule, maybe because of work, it will be offered next semester. It's not like you're going to have to wait multiple semesters to see that course again. We have almost every diploma course offered almost every single semester. So it is very flexible. In a given year, we assume that you will complete 12 courses. However, what some students do, because they work part-time all year round, is that they take 4 courses each semester. So it's not your traditional model where you have the summers off per se, but you go to school all year long with a slightly lesser course load, which then accommodates your part-time work. Students love this. They also love the fact that with the course-based scheduling, you pick and choose and build your own schedule. So if you need Thursdays off in order to work full-time 1 day per week, then often you can build a schedule to accommodate that. There are various modes of delivery available in class. And of course now, and especially post-COVID, there will be an offering of online courses also, and that will make your schedule even more flexible. Be careful though, there is such a vibrant lifestyle that you must keep in mind that you may or may not want all of your courses online. Multiple pathways exist from the 2-year to the 3-year to the degree program. So there's always the opportunity to graduate or keep going, depending on how your goals and your personal career aspirations evolve. The key courses in B133, again, the 2-year program, are the fundamentals of financial planning, retirement and estate, Canadian investments, business and family law, income tax, and insurance. This gives you a great foundation in personal financial planning. If you choose to stay for a 3rd year, in semester 5, and complete our B130, 150, in semester 5, you will select a specialization. If you're more interested with the financial services industry in general, you will choose the financial services specialization. If you're really committed to personal financial planning, you will choose our financial planning specialization. For financial services, what will your semesters 5 and semester 6 include? Marketing financial services, bank financial management, and call center operations. Again, a little bit more on the operational side. If you are choosing financial planning, you are going to round out your financial planning foundation with an advanced income tax course, advanced topics in financial planning, and then sort of a capstone course in advanced in financial planning that brings it all together. As I mentioned before, B150 is unique in that it has its 2 semesters of work experience. These are co-op or internship terms. If you want to be accepted into B150, you apply to it originally, but in order to stay in there, you must maintain a GPA of 3.0. The B150 students also take a work experience prep course, which prepares them for their co-op terms. And the one thing I might emphasize is that you actually go through the interview process and you compete for work experience positions just like with other candidates. All right. Sometimes students will enroll in B150 and say, you know what, maybe the co-op route is not for me. And if that's if you change your mind, there's no worries. You can always backtrack or not backtrack, but always just transfer back to B130 and continue the same program without the co-op opportunity. We have employment-ready grads from these programs, all right? And as I mentioned before, depending on your educational aspirations, you can move from B133 to the degree if you'd like after second year, or from B133 into an advanced diploma. And that might depend upon what you want to ultimately do. All of these programs prepare you for the Canadian Securities Course 1 and 2, for life licensing, and for the QAFP, which is FP Canada's lower entry-level financial planning certification. If you are pursuing a CFP, you might notice that although B130, 150 does cover all the curriculum you need to write the CFP exam, you will also need an exam, a degree as of 2022. So if you want to do the CFP, you may want to consider our B302 degree. And again, we obviously give our graduates from the diploma program the best advanced standing in our degree. Again, keep in mind with the diploma courses, they're offered almost every semester. You can fast track or slow it down depending on your other obligations and life commitments. What are your careers and job prospects? Well, you can see that we're really focused on financial services and financial planning. Many students will complete their Canadian Securities Course 1 and 2 with CSI. So even though we teach you all the content you need, you must actually go and write the CSC exam you must write the CSC exam with the Canadian Securities Institute in order to get the CSC 1 and 2 officially in your back pocket. That is often required to get into entry-level positions in financial institutions. And our graduates get in and they take a look around. What type of career are you interested in? Are you interested in retail banking? Are you interested in financial planning? Are you interested in investments? Often the best way to figure that out is to get into a financial institution and look around. One concept I want to introduce to you is that very recently in Ontario, legislation has passed that requires a financial planning credential for anyone who wants to hold a position as a financial planner or a financial advisor in the future. This is going to increase the demand for financial planning credentials such as the QAFP and the CFP. So if that is something that you are interested in, when anyone who holds a financial planning or financial advisory position has to have one of those credentials. When you have it, you will become more valuable in the future. At George Brown College, we take great pride in offering you networking opportunities. We participate every year in the Canadian Institute of Financial Planning case competition. We have employers on campus who come and do info sessions. We offer a career fair and speed mentoring. These are just a few of the events that we have. The one thing I might want to brag about, if I might, or if I may, is that even through COVID, we had many employers who were having virtual employment recruitment days with our students. And so some of the things that we thought would, suffer when we were virtual certainly did not. And in fact, we've had so many successful recruiting events, even in the virtual environment. So what are the next steps? Your next steps is to either apply or accept your position at George Brown College. Our next term that's open is September 2022. Go to the landing page at either of these two links to see how to apply. When you get to this landing page, you will see in the top right-hand corner, it says clearly, apply here. September 2022 is our next intake, but after that, of course, we have winter 2023, which really is not that far away. So if you have any general inquiries, you can talk to or send an email to business@georgebrown.ca. But of course, I welcome your specific questions about the career, about the courses, about the program, about our classroom environment. All of those come to me at cfollis@georgebrown.ca. And if I don't talk to you by email, I look forward to seeing you in our student orientation that will be coming at the beginning of any of these programs. So thank you and have a great day.